Hey, this is Darren. 1 hour and 2 minutes. I've been sitting here listening to again the John Truby step by step process, and what I'm realizing too is just the value of having a process to follow. I'm still, even though I listened to the whole audio once a couple weeks ago, now going through it step by step and actually following and applying the process. It actually brings me back to my old days of stand up when I was reading the Judy Carter book and trying to follow a process. And it seems straightforward, and then you actually try and do it and apply it to yours, even with examples. And it's challenging. And this is kind of like Craig talks about the mess. You know, you got to go through the mess to get to the message, and that's really what I'm feeling. But John Truby, the guy who is, I'm following his process at this point. Later on, I'm going to follow other processes. Um, but following his, he reminds us that look, just go through it once, and then you'll be able to tweak it, and it's it's exactly what I teach. It's like we'll get it down, and then we'll rewrite it, and then we'll perfect it. But the challenge is we want to write it we want to write it properly the first time. It is never going to happen. Especially like me, it's not. This is not my strength, and some people might think, well, it's in line with what you do. This is different, different, even though it's seemingly related. So the task today, this is day 25, is yesterday I worked on the revelations and the characters. I jotted them down. But today he said this step 2 or 3, he calls it. He says identify the major structure steps. So weakness, desire, opponent, the plan, the battle, the self-revelation, and then the new equilibrium. So if you're checking out the blog, you see my notes there and what I wrote down for each of those. If you watch on the video, go check out the blog. But anyway, either way, I hope this is inspiring to you. Watching me struggle. I also started trying to learn the software. So we're learning a new software, and there's two softwares. One, just getting down the ideas and the structure of it, which I'm finding very helpful. And then two, which is the Final Draft, which is screenwriting software to actually write the screenplay. So I'm still in structure mode, but anyway, just learning how to use a new bit of software, even though it seems straightforward, there's always a learning curve. But that was part of my struggle for my 1 hour, was just learning how to use that software. So I got it going. I've saved my file, and we're making progress. So I did an hour today, even though it's late at night and tired, but that's just kind of how it's ending up doing the rest of my life. And did a lot of lunches this week and coffees with people that I committed to from Lady and the Champs who are local. Today I had lunch with Fripp and Kevin Burke, who's the headliner for Defending the Caveman here in town. So that was interesting. But anyway, still did an hour and 2 minutes towards my goal. What did you do today to get closer to your goal? Just saying. Stage time.